Hi everyone, it's Sarah here, and it's a beautiful sunny summer's day here in the UK, and so I've flung open my doors and windows, and I'm hearing the sounds of the birds coming in through the window and sounds from other people's gardens. And I don't know, I just feel really uplifted when it's when the sun's out and I can enjoy the birds and the noises and so on. So I'm not here to talk about that though. I'm here to talk about our Coaching for COVID call, which we had yesterday. And on that call, we talked about the change curve. Now, as we go through a new change, we've already had plenty of change back in March and throughout this period. But as we go through a new change of easing out of lockdown, I felt that this was a really relevant topic to bring to the group. And the change curve, in case you haven't been made aware of it previously, was designed by a lady called Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She was a psychiatrist working with terminally ill patients, and she did a lot of work in the areas of death and also in grief and loss. And so the model enabled people to understand kind of that there was a process and that where they were is normal, and then to work through that from the kind of shock and denial of the situation all the way through some of the darker emotions of depression and frustration and anger, all the way through to finally accepting the situation. And her model is not just used in those circles anymore. It's also used quite widely now in the area of organizational change and also in personal challenges and transition. So we use the model to apply to where we currently are, and also to ask ourselves, how can you help someone? How can you coach someone and guide someone through that curve, depending on where they are? And one of the things that came out in our conversation, which was an amazing conversation, by the way, was that people can get stuck if you're not careful. So coaching really helps to move people out of that. But also, if you move on too quickly or try to miss a step, you can go back. So it's really important to go through the steps and stages and really allow yourself to be in the place where you are and accepting of that. And then after we'd done our breakout discussions, I actually brought another model up, and a colleague of mine introduced me to this when she heard I was talking about this topic, so thank you very much, Melanie. And there's a lady from New Zealand. Her name is Lucy Hone, and she is an expert in the field of resilience. And so she has worked quite extensively with people during the earthquakes in Christchurch, and then she had a very personal tragedy and had to use her own stuff to help her through this time. And she posits that perhaps the Kubler-Ross curve is not the only way. Perhaps not everyone goes through that. Perhaps not everyone wants to take the time it is, and perhaps there are other ways which we can do it in a more gentle way. And so she talked about the 3 secrets of resilient people. And I'm not going to tell you what they are on this video because I'm not supposed to be here for a long period of time, but she has a TED talk called The 3 Secrets of Resilient People, so look it up if you're interested to learn more. So next week we have another of our alumni with us, Paul White, and he will be talking about career readiness. And I think that at this time, as we're easing up and starting to open up, people are going to want to be getting back into work, perhaps changing jobs, but also many people will have lost their jobs. And so I think it's a great topic to bring at this time. And he'll be taking us through a tool called the Career Health Check. I'm looking forward to it, and if you want to be with us, it's on Monday at 4:30 p.m. UK time, 7:30 p.m. UAE time. Please just wherever the link is, depending on which forum you're watching, please join by going to the link. Thanks very much, and look forward to seeing you on the call with us soon. Thanks. Bye.